Hello buddy, welcome back to another video, and this video I'm going to be showing you everything that has been added, changed and or fixed in Snapshot 20w49a. As you can see, we're in the new snapshot right now. We're also doing a live stream. If you want to see the next live streams and don't want to miss the new videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. But let's just get started with the additions to this new snapshot. First of all, last week we already got the dripstone blocks and the dripstone stalagmites and stalactites. And this week we can actually see the caves. So if you go over to here and go to more world options and world type single biome like this. And then over here you will see that there are the dripstone caves right here. So just select that over to the single biome. And then we can create the new world. And I will spawn in the new world with only the new dripstone cave biomes. And so I'll just show this off quickly, and afterwards we'll get into the main thing in this snapshot, which is the Sculk Sensors. So yes, we've already seen them in the live stream on 3 October for Minecraft Live, but now they are in the game as well, so we'll get to that in a second. But first of all, let's see, do we have the dripstone caves? Let's go into spectator, let's go under the ground. Yes, definitely. We don't have the new cave generation yet, but there are definitely dripstone caves. Let's give myself some night vision. Here we go. Let's just get some night vision so you can see it better. There we go. So here we go. There are dripstone caves now in Minecraft. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This looks amazing. They spawned inside a ravine. Yeah, so we don't have the new cave generation just yet, but we do have the dripstone caves now. And so it contains plenty of pointed dripstone on the floors and ceiling, and it also contains small pools of water, it says. So let's see if we can see that somewhere. Let's speed through this. So there's more over here. It seems pretty random, like where it is, but yeah, that was to be expected, I guess, because the new cave generation isn't here yet. But the dripstone caves are here, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't really see the pools of water, but that's it. In some places you'll find larger stalagmites, stalactites and columns built from dripstone blocks. Yeah, so we already saw it in the ravine. And yeah, over here is another one. So this is a massive column. So that's a stalagmite going up and a stalactite at the top as well. And that looks pretty amazing. So only in the ravines you'll see these massive ones, because that's the only part where they can spawn. They only have enough space over there. So that's the main thing that was added to the dripstone part of this update. And then there's of course the Sculk Sensors, which we'll get into in a second. Let's actually get a beautiful screenshot for the thumbnail over here. There we go. But now let's get into the other part of this snapshot, which is the Sculk Sensors. So actually we can stay in this world, that's totally fine, because of course we can just go up to the surface where there is just normal plains terrain, which is nice. So let's see the Sculk Sensors. Here they are. Ooh, they have an animated texture in your inventory, that's awesome. And let's place one down. There it is. This is the Sculk Sensor, and as you can see it reacts to any sounds. There we go. That's how it works. So let's see. A vibration is anything that causes physical motion. If you're careful, there are some motions that are undetectable to sensors by sneaking. So if you sneak around this thing, as you can see, it won't detect it. But if you start running, it immediately sees it. You also see my subtitles right there. And there we go. As you can see, when it makes a sound like block broken, then it will activate this over here. So walking, falling to the ground and throwing or shooting projectiles won't cause any vibrations, it says. I don't think this is the case, because I'm walking right now, I'm not sprinting, but there's still vibrations going on. Let's use a bow and arrow, see if that will be detected or not. It will. Okay, I don't know what it's about then. Sculk Sensors will not listen to vibrations that are directly created by other Sculk sources. Okay, so that's pretty logical. So if it says Sculk Sensor starts and stops clicking, that won't activate another Sculk Sensor. That's pretty nice. When a vibration is detected, a signal is sent from the source location to the sensor at a speed of 1 game tick per block. So that's these little particles you see flying at the Sculk sensors. They're traveling at 1 game tick per block. And so other vibrations cannot be detected by a sensor with a signal when a signal is already traveling to it. So if there's already a signal and you make other noises, it won't give out another signal. Of course, this is compatible with redstone as we already expected. So here we go. If you just put some redstone right there, as you can see, it gives out the redstone signal when it gets activated. And so when the signal has arrived to the Sculk sensor will be activated for 40 game ticks, which is about 2 seconds. So you get a pulse of 2 seconds of redstone out of it. Then the Sculk sensors can detect vibrations in an 8 block radius around it. So if you go over here, as you can see, I'm making a whole lot of noise, but the Sculk sensors are not noticing it. But once we get into the 8 block radius, then the Sculk sensors start vibrating. And so Sculk sensors, the efficient tool to mine the Sculk sensors is the hoe. So let's give ourselves some tools, and then let's go into survival mode. Let's actually put wooden shovels, a wooden pickaxe, a wooden axe, and a wooden hoe to see the difference. So let's go into survival and see this happening. With a wooden shovel, it takes about this long to break, as you can see, and with the hoe, it takes a bit. It's a bit quicker, but not too much quicker actually. And you can actually waterlog the Sculk sensors, which is a surprise I didn't see coming. But here we go. Let's grab some water and let's see this happening. Yes, you can definitely waterlog these, and it still works like normal. There we go. Then the Sculk sensors, as I said, emit a redstone signal, and the strength of the redstone signal is inversely proportional to the distance of the vibration signal traveled. So let's see this happening. Let's put this down and let's get some redstone signal strength. So here we go. There it is. Let's break this over here. As you can see, it only gave off 2 redstone signal. This one's a bit closer. Yep, all the way to over here. But if we go all the way close and then place something, as you can see, the full 15 redstone signal strength is activated. So that's how that works. It's dependent on the distance you are away from the Sculk sensor when making the noise. So this means that how close the vibration is, how strong the redstone signal is. The output is also scaled based on the Sculk sensor's radius, so it can reach the max redstone signal strength when a vibration is 0 distance away. So that's directly on top of the Sculk sensor. Then there are different frequencies as well. And so if we use a comparator on the Sculk sensor like this, we won't get this distance relation. So let's get this in here, and then we'll see the differences in a second. So there are in total, there are lots of different types of frequencies. And so each vibration in the game falls on a certain frequency value, and this value can be measured with a comparator. So if you step, you get just 1 redstone signal strength from the comparator. If you flap, it gives out 2 redstone signal strength. And if you start swimming, let's see this happening. It's out, start swimming. Yeah, there we go. We see that it has 3 redstone signal strength. The Elytra freefall gives out 4 signal strength. If you hit the ground from a fall like this, let's go to survival mode. That'll be 5, it said, but taking damage probably also is a bit more. Ah, there we go, that's 5. If you just jump up and down, you get a redstone signal strength of 5. Then if you splash, it's 6, so that's this. That gives out a redstone signal strength of 6. A wolf shaking off some water is also 6. If you shoot a projectile, that is a redstone signal strength of 7. So there's lots of things here you can do with the comparators, like to detect different things. So shooting will be 7, and landing is 8. Yeah, so it detects the shooting, so it'll probably go over here. There we go, it gives out a redstone signal strength of 8. Then starting to eat is 7 once again, and finishing to eat is 8. Hitting an entity is 9. Adding an item to an armor stand, let's see that happening. Let's grab some armor and an armor stand. So if you put some armor on here, you will get a redstone signal strength of 9. Let's place down a chest as well, because if you open a block, it gives out a redstone signal strength of 11. So let's see that happening. There it is, over here, and if you close it, it gives out 10 over here. Then if you switch block, I don't know what that means exactly, but if you switch a block, probably a lever, right? Let's see. Let's grab a lever. And so if you switch a block, it will give out a redstone signal strength of 12, or 11, I'm sorry. And if you unswitch it, it gives a redstone signal strength of 10. If you press the block, it gives out 11, and unpress once again 10. So that's probably a pressure plate. Grab this, let's stand on top of it. That's 11. And if you move off of it, that's 10. There we go. If you attach a block, that's 11, detach is 10, open a container 11, close container 10. If a dispenser fails, then it is 10 once again. There's just lots of things here. I'll just go through it a bit more quickly now. If you use flint and steel or just any block, just place down a block, it will give out a redstone signal strength of 12. If you destroy a block, it will be 13. Let's see that as well. So 12 and then 13. Let's add one more because we don't have 15 yet. There we go. If you place a fluid, it's 12. Pick up a fluid, it's 13 once again. Just grab a bucket and pick up this water. So it should be 13 then. Yep, 2 left, so that's 13 in total. So let's set the time to day to get some more daytime. There we go. If you cast your fishing rod, that's actually... Let's grab the fishing rod. So casting the fishing rod is 15. It gives out 14 in my case. There we go. Yeah. It's the other way around in the patch notes. But if you cast it, it's 14, and if you put it back up, it's 15. If you extend a piston, that's 15. So let's see that happening as well. Here we go, piston, and let's extend it. It probably heard this one first, right? So let's see if we can change that. No. Okay, well anyway, let's change the weather to clear. So extending a piston is 15, contracting a piston is 14, and explosions and lightning strikes are 15. Let's summon some lightning over here, and we'll see a total signal strength of 15. There we go. That's lots of frequencies here for the Sculk sensors, but that's not all. No, there's more. So of course there's the wool occlusion. So if you place any type of wool between the Sculk sensor and the noise, let's move away from this one, let's go over here. So if you put a wool there and then a lever right here and then a comparator, and now we will see that if we put a redstone lamp after it, we will get to check if it is working. So we're standing right here behind the wool and we're flicking a lever, and as you can see, it's not activating it. We're walking around, nothing's activating, but once we move around the wool, as you can see, it activates. And so if a wool block is in the way of a vibration source, the sensor will not be able to detect it. That's what wool occlusion is. Then there's just a couple more things. So Sculk sensors have a cooldown period of 1 tick after being placed or after deactivating. So if you place it down, it takes 1 tick for it to activate. And during the time it can't detect vibrations. Then there's also 2 changes in the snapshot. So the fullness of a bundle now shows up regardless of whether advanced tooltips are on or off. So if we go to the bundles, as you can see, there's a fullness, 0 out of 64. If you now turn off the advanced tooltips, it's still there. So you can still see the fullness of the bundle, which is pretty nice, because it's very helpful to see how many items are in your bundles. So it's just F3 and H to get that to show up, but of course now it shows up all the time. But if you also want to see the names, just press F3 and H. Stalactites and stalagmites merge if the tips are next to each other unless you press shift while placing. So let's change to the stalagmites and stalactites, so that's the pointed dripstone we have over here. And so let's get a little thing set up over here. So there we go. So let's hold shift while placing these. And there we go. Okay, I think it should be a bit higher actually. I'm sorry. There we go. So let's hold shift. As you can see, they don't connect. Let's not hold shift this time. And now they beautifully connect. So that's both possible now. If you hold shift, they don't connect. If you don't hold shift, they connect. There are also a couple of technical changes. Let's see if they are important. I mean, it's a bit strange. They say they removed the max build height server setting. So you can't change the max build height anymore in a server. I don't want to like say anything, but maybe this is something to do with changing the actual world height. Not very likely, but maybe that's something to do with that. Let's see, what else is there? There are some game events added, of course. That's to do with the Sculk sensor, and that's the same with the tags as well. And then there's just a couple of bug fixes. If you want to read about the bug fixes, just check the link in the description, and there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video on Minecraft Snapshot 20w49a. We got the beautiful pointed dripstone and also the Sculk sensors. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future Minecraft 1.17 news. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one. So until then, bye bye!